What's happening? Here's my coaching thought for the week. Psychologist Adam Grant said that people usually have trouble giving honest feedback. So when they do, he asks for a score from 0 to 10. Usually people don't give a 10, and then he asks how we can get closer to a 10. All of that is doing is opening the door more for people to give you feedback. And as we've talked about before, as coaches, we need to be open and accepting to feedback just like athletes. We can't sit there and look at the athlete and get mad at them because they keep power cleaning or squat cleaning the same way and they're not listening to our cues when we've never asked for feedback, whether it was from another coach or whether it was from another athlete in class that you've been coaching. Another cue or tip I've learned about this is you can ask with a caveat, you're not allowed to give a 7. So how was the coaching today? From 0 to 10, you're not allowed to give a 7. Now, think about that. 7 is the middle of the road answer. I don't remember where I got this from, but if I do, I'll drop it in the comments below. But 7 is a very easy answer to give that is very middle of the road, right? So it was kind of bad, but not too bad. It's a C. You can work with a 7 in either direction, maybe get better or worse, or not have somebody feel too bad about it. But if you would give a coach honest feedback, whether it was a 6 or an 8, now you have a tough decision to make, all right? The 6 means they really know they have work to do. Or an 8 means they feel pretty good about themselves and they know they only have a couple points to get up to that 10, which hopefully we all know is next to impossible because perfection is always what we're going to be chasing and pursuing. Now, this is more in relation to coaching, not as the athlete. So we don't want to go around to athletes and say, oh, I give that a 6, I give that an 8, I give that a 9. This is something you should have in your repertoire when you're asking for feedback. So how is that class? Give me a score from 0 to 10. Don't give me a 7. Somebody says a 6, then you know you have work to do and you ask how much closer, what you need to do to get closer to 10. Even if somebody says a 9, what do I need to do to get closer to 10? Now that door is open for them to give you that open and honest feedback. So as coaches, I do not think we do enough of this. We have to seek out feedback from our peers, especially, and then from the people that we're working with on an everyday basis. And this doesn't need to come in the form of a survey. It can come daily as you're talking to athletes after class or shooting people emails or anonymously asking your owner or somebody who is above you, head coach, to send out something to get feedback to pour back into you. So feedback is the key to getting better and improving. Remember that. If you have questions or comments, then drop one below.